student recruitment agencies. And hello, Daniela. Hello, Teresa. So welcome back to our new networking webinar about studying in Germany with BBW University of Applied Sciences. A state-recognized university is based in Berlin-Charlottenburg, Germany. And our speaker today will be Ms. Daniela, our head of international office, and Ms. Teresa, the international officer.
First of all, a very warm welcome from our side. We are the representatives of BBW University of Applied Sciences in Germany, Berlin. My name is Daniela. I'm officially the head of international office, and I have my nice colleague Teresa with me, and we are the team of the international office. And today we want to give you an overview about our university, about how to collaborate with us, and to introduce to you our university, that you feel comfortable to inform your prospective students, to inform or to promote our university. And I will start right now, and again, welcome. And as you can see, some of our colleagues and even the university management welcome you. First question, just a brief question. Why Berlin? Because we are located in Berlin, and first of all, for students, Berlin is pretty affordable regarding cost of living. Even the prices are rising and rising, but in comparison to other cities in Germany, Berlin is pretty affordable. Berlin is the startup capital of Europe, and definitely a good point to highlight, because you can see it, you can feel it. It's really, really bright, vibrant, and you have a good chance to find a part-time job, to find a full-time job after the graduation, or even to found a startup. And in addition, Berlin is really green, and that is really, really nice. And besides all the really known aspects regarding clubs, parks, cafes, markets, art, music, festivals, and so on, we want to highlight our lakes around Berlin. And in the summertime, after your study time, you can jump into the lake, and that is really, really nice. And we would say it's worth it to live and to study in Berlin. Now we are going to some facts about BBW. We are founded in 2007. Currently, we offer 20 industry-oriented study programs. Because we are a University of Applied Sciences, we are a private university, and therefore we have this industry-oriented study programs, and that's the reason because we are cooperate with around 200 industry partners. Around 1,000 students are currently enrolled in our university, and we offer 3 study departments: economics and business management, industrial engineering, and engineering. And last but not least, we have 400 international students. Of these 1,000 students, that means we have a really international atmosphere. We know about their concerns and needs. We really like to work with them, to guide them, to advise and to support and to mentoring them. And we have 2 branch campus. Right now we are talking about the Berlin one in Germany, and we have a pretty new one in Venice, Italy. And really, really important is we are a private university, but we are state recognized. That means the degree is the same as in every other university. You can continue the academic career. You can right away jump into the job market. That is perfect for, just to know, that is really, really good. The picture to the left is our campus in Berlin. So actually we moved within Berlin. So we have a totally brand new campus and a completely new built university building. And the picture to the right is our campus in Venice. And regarding our campus in Venice, we have a special webinar. So we have our campus project manager, but she's not here today. Today we are talking about the Berlin one. Yeah, so these are the facts, and yeah, let's talk about our strong network. So of course we have a lot of partnerships with universities and other partners institutions, and we don't want to show you any brand of them, but just some of them. And of course partnerships with companies, so we're the big global players and the middle ones, and for example, DB, Deutsche Bahn in Germany, and Volkswagen, Siemens, and so on and so on. So what does it mean that we offer industry and practical orientated study programs? This means we have this specific practical approach, and this is given, for example, by all our professors and lecturers. So we choose them from their background. So every lecturer and every professor is working besides in the economy. That means they experience the lectures who provide our students with an inside knowledge of the industry's current practices. And it's so interesting because, for example, one professor was working at Volkswagen, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW, really. And they know about the inside knowledge. And they know, this professor knows his students and his characters, his mentality. And he can, for example, talk to them and can combine the mentality of the student and can recommend the right company, for example, because BMW is more finance focused, Mercedes-Benz is more design focused, and so on and so on. And so he can recommend in a perfect way our students to the right company. Then, of course, the diversity of experience among the students themselves. That means their background is so important to bring their experiences into the class and to share with the students. The students will have a lot of case studies, and we have our own research institute. So the students will have a lot of research projects. And last but not least, most of our bachelor's and master theses are business related. So from the beginning to the end, we will provide our students with the best practice and industry relevant topics, subjects, and practices so that they can jump right away into the job market. And to highlight it, we call our concept study and work. And what we don't want is that a student have to decide. Either he's not sure, shall I work or shall I study? So what is better? We try to, or we have been developed the combination through work and study. And it combines, we combine both, and that is given by, the students can work from the first semester onwards. For example, we prepare the semester schedule, and it's guaranteed. So they know about their time, so that they have the planning guarantee regarding leisure time, regarding part-time jobs, and so on. Then in some of our study courses, we have developed a block schedule. That means the lecture time is Mondays, Fridays, and Saturdays. The other days, they have time to work. That is a lot of time to work, and then that is a better planning. Then a practical phase in a company in the 5th semester, for example, in our bachelor study course. Then, as mentioned already, business-related master or bachelor thesis in the 6th or 7th semester. Then project work within the scope of selected modules. And another aspect is in different study courses, we embedded business German as a foreign language or a technical German as technical German as a foreign language. So these are modules embedded in the study course. And last but not least, student consulting projects carried out under the supervision of participating firms. That means this is a list of different puzzles or different aspects, and this is embedded in all our different study courses. Not each of this is in our contains in our study courses, but different aspects in different study courses. So we want to highlight our BBW services because we are a private university, and it's pretty tough to challenge the student fee. We know about that. So this is what your students can expect from our university. As I mentioned already, a new and modern university building, completely new equipped, and so on. We offer small study groups, so the lectures are really intense. We offer a personal and close support for some countries. So Germany is big, but it's not that big, but small study groups, that means between 20 to 40 students in one class. And that is really intense. And sometimes it's like really familiar, or like a family. It's like a family. We know every name of the student and so on. For each student, we offer the free access to Microsoft 365. As mentioned already, practice-oriented study courses, professors from the economy, industry-relevant practical training. So this is the point. That is our USP. We ensure students graduate then with the knowledge and skills they need for immediate placement at some of the world's big companies. And so therefore, we have our own career service center. They offer, or their support is to guide our students, our enrolled students, and support them with job interviews, or they check the job application documents, for example. Then, as mentioned already, business contacts and strong network. And of course, afterwards, we will give you more detailed information about our support and visa application process and bright career prospects after graduation. As mentioned already, we have a fixed semester planning. So we provide this semester plan, and our students receive this semester plan 4 to 6 weeks in advance before the semester starts. They have to care for anything. It's guaranteed, and then they have enough time. It's not stress to plan their leisure time, part-time jobs, because it's a lot to do to challenge all these things, and we guarantee the semester plan. We have a dropout rate less than 5%. Then we have a national and international recognition, and we have our own job portal. So our enrolled students get an exclusive access to our own job portal. So our partners, our company partners, publish their job offers directly in our job portal. We have our own startup center called Push. So if your students are interested in to found their own startup, then they are welcome. We support them. We supervise them, for example, in terms of business plans, for example. And yeah, as mentioned already, we have our own research institute. Our study courses. To name our English language ones, I want to highlight these because these are the most famous ones for international students. We start with the bachelor programs, with the bachelor's program. This is called Business Management and Engineering. And our most famous master's programs for international students are International Technology Transfer Management, Strategic Management and Logistics, Management of Creative Industries, and Sustainability and Smart Building Technology. So it's just like, it seems just to have 5 English language study courses, But this is a nice wide range of fields and branch. And yeah, so these are the most famous ones. And now I would like to hand over to my colleague, and she will introduce to you some course or our course interview.
Thank you very much. So also welcome from my side. And I will gladly share this following information with you. So we have two intakes in our academic year. The first one, the summer semester, which always starts on the 1st of April, and the winter semester, which always starts on the 1st of October. Therefore, of course, we have two application deadlines throughout the year. For the winter term, it's the 15th of August, and for the summer term, it's the 15th of February. As a private university, we can be more flexible about this application deadlines, but always have in mind that there is a lot of processes after the admission. So to name the most important one, the visa process. And therefore, we really recommend to apply as early as possible so that all the processes can be done and the students can start in time at our campus. When the students start, we have orientation days to help them to settle in, to prepare them for the studying in Germany with orientation days and a welcome week. And throughout the semester, there are online classes included, but in the main part, we are an on-campus program. So the students have to come to Germany, to Berlin, in order to study. Important for the visa process in some countries is the APS certificate that is necessary to obtain a student visa, and is also required for the admission process. So it's new for the students from India, but I think China and Vietnam, they are quite familiar with that. For students from India, we have now, for the winter semester, the policy that we will check the documents even without the APS certificate and can give a decision about studying. So can say if the student is eligible or not, and if he is accepted or not. But we cannot give the admission and the enrollment papers without the APS certificate. So that is necessary for admission. And at a whole, any gap is welcome to the if the students have went working for some years before they continued their education, or if they went traveling or whatever they did. It's not important because it's all life experience and brings in benefits to the course, to the study course. So there's no gap. So it's okay. And we don't have an age limit. So from 18 to open end, we welcome the students. Then our bachelor's degree, how long and how much does it cost? Sorry. So the bachelor's, our English bachelor's is 7 semesters long, so it's 3.5 years. Also because there is a practical phase integrated, that's why it's 3.5 years, not just 3 years. The tuition fee is 7,100 euro per year, and it's possible for international students to pay by semester installments. So they can pay the whole tuition fee in one go if they would like to, but they also can pay in semester installments. The semester installment is always due 2 weeks before the next semester starts. And for the first semester, it's also 2 weeks before the first semester starts, before the study starts, the first semester fee is due. For students from non-European Union countries, we charge an application fee of 250 euro that is due before we check the documents. And for our master's programs, these are 4 semesters long or 2 years, and there the tuition varies between 7,700 euros to a maximum of 8,200 euros per year. It depends on the study program, and our always up-to-date information about the tuition fee is on our website, where your students or you can check that out. The same goes here. Payment in semester installments is possible, and we have the 250 euro application fee. So what are the requirements? Just the basics ones. For a bachelor's degree, the student need to have a university entrance qualification that is equivalent to a German university entrance qualification. And these really vary between the home countries where they come from, which school education they had. And a good orientation is the DAAD admission database from our German academic exchange services, where the students can select their country and select what school and university qualifications they hold, and then they will find out what kind of admission in Germany they would have. That's just an orientation, of course. When the students apply, we will check that, and they don't need to give any paper from their university or anything. We will check for them the requirements and if they are eligible or not. Then, of course, because it's an English study program, we need a proof of English language skills, and that is done by an English language certificate of B2. So, for example, IELTS minimum score of 5.5 or TOEFL minimum of 72 points. There are also other language certificates that we accept. These are just the most common ones, and if you like, you can always share a language certificate with us, and then we will check if this is sufficient to prove the language skills. Important is that it's not older than 2 years, but otherwise we accept more than these just 2 mentioned. For the master's programs, it's of course that we need a bachelor's degree from an accredited university, but also that we will check during the application process if the university is accredited, if the study program is accredited. That's all done by us. And also here, the English language certificate of B2 is necessary. So to give you an overview of the admission process with us. So we have an online application portal. So it's all done digitally for the students or for you, where the student uploads the documents and if necessary, pays the application fee after submission. And then once the payment is received, we will send a study contract that the student needs to sign by hand and send back by email. So no postal shipment is necessary. It's all digitally. Then after receiving the signed contract, we will check the documents for eligibility, and the student or yourself can check the application status online on our portal. And usually it takes 2 to 3 weeks after documents are there to complete the evaluation and give the outcome. Should we find that there's any document missing, we will contact the student and ask them to submit additional documents. The outcome, if it's a go, if it's an approval, the students receive the first document from us. That's the confirmation of registration, which means that they are accepted as a student at our university, and that, they can receive already an overview of the study fees, more additional information. Important is at this point, they don't need to transfer any fees yet because it's not yet completed, because we have to wait until we have a minimum number of students for the study course so that we can open the study course. And when that is happened, we will send out the admission letter to the students, so the enrollment documents, which includes the provisional study certificate, the invoice, and also a support letter for the visa process. So with that, they can apply for a visa if necessary and come to Germany. And after their arrival in Germany and after their arrival on campus, when they have taken care of the first steps, so for example, health insurance, for example, address registration in Germany, they should come to the campus and verify their documents so that they receive their final study certificate. So that's the reason why it's provisional in the beginning, but then with the verification, it becomes final and then everything is done.
I really appreciate your attendance and agencies as well. Thank you so much for coming and asking such interesting questions. Thank you so much. And BBW, I believe that Berlin is a wonderful and dream destination for a lot of students. So I'm very happy that we are helping a part of them to make their dreams come true.
It was our pleasure. Thank you very much for all your attention and the questions. It's really, really nice to present you all of that.
Thank you so much, Daniela and Teresa. I
You're
really hope to see you in person.